So, welcome to the next of my gardening series, this time on growing salad leaves. And here we are in Essex, UK, on a lovely sunny afternoon, and I'm currently showing you my lovely Lollo Rosso lettuces. Now, this variety is probably very familiar to you because it's the sort of thing you often see in salad leaves in supermarkets. And the wonderful thing about this is that they are just so easy to grow. These I planted from seed probably about 8-9 weeks ago. I started them off in my cold frame, and I've now got them growing in a waist-high trug, and they're doing really well. At the moment I've got them on a west-facing wall in the trug, and as the summer progresses I will be moving these more into a shaded position because lettuces don't particularly like to be in the full sun at all. In fact, they do really well in partial shade, or in total shade actually, because they don't like to be losing their water. So as the summer progresses I shall be sowing these every few weeks, so I've got a nice succession, and as the summer goes on, one of the most important things about these lettuces is that don't sow them during the day. Buy the seeds and sow them in the evening when the sun's gone down. Water the area you're going to sow them in really thoroughly with cold water. You want to get that temperature of your soil right down, and then sow them, and they'll be absolutely fine. Keep them well watered. Lettuces are mostly water, so really keep them, don't let them dry out, and you'll be rewarded with this wonderful salad bowl. This in fact is the most gorgeous colours. If you can see, it's actually red and green, and what I tend to do with these is I'll put several of them into a salad bowl with other things, and they're just fantastic. All you have to do is pinch off a leaf more towards the base there, for instance, and just pick that off, put it into your bowl, your salad bowl, and before you know where you are, you've got a lovely salad, and it's cost virtually nothing. These seeds are in fact organic. Everything I grow is organic, and that's another way that you can eat healthy food very inexpensively, because you don't need to spray them at all. If you can try and create yourself a wildlife haven of a garden, then you won't have any problems with slugs. Last night I had the absolute joy of seeing 2 hedgehogs in the garden, and that was wonderful, and I had wondered why recently I haven't seen any slugs, and I think that's probably why. So if you can make your garden as wildlife friendly as possible, then you'll find you don't need to be worrying about anything eating the lettuces like slugs, and you'll be able to grow them organically, and it really is a fraction of the cost of buying salad leaves. The other wonderful thing about growing them yourself is you can pick them and eat them immediately. You don't have to have them in a bag, they're not coated with anything, you don't have to have a plastic bag in the fridge. You know how sometimes you put it in the fridge and a few days later it has a funny smell. Absolutely none of that. Just go outside, and this time of year they will romp away. You will find you can, within a few weeks, you've got salads every single day, and it really is as cheap as that. You don't need to spend a lot of money on compost either, because lettuces have extremely shallow roots, so you just need a good sort of thin layer of something like John Innes #1 for the seeds, or if you're planting out the lettuces into proper beds after they've germinated and you want to prick them out or something like that, then you can put them into something like #3 compost, but they have extremely shallow roots. So you know, Lollo Rosso is a lovely lettuce. Anything with a red colouring with a lettuce tends to mean it will grow slightly slower than the green, but even so these are doing really well. And if I just show you a little bit of the rest of the trug, we've got some lovely green lettuces here. These are Kos actually, but I treat them just the same as cut and come again type of lettuces. These are doing really well, and I'm picking those now as well, because you know, you can pick a couple of leaves of these, and before you know where you are, you've got yourself a lovely salad. I've even put rows of endives here in between, which is another lovely salad ingredient, but they're just starting off and are quite small. So hopefully tomorrow I'll come back and I'll show you some other things you can be thinking of sowing to put in your salad. And hopefully within a few weeks' time you'll be able to be enjoying all this fresh produce for a tiny amount of the price that you'd pay if you bought it from the shop.